Hey there. So sorry for the unfortunate event. They actually sold the instrument that I locked yesterday. So I'm gonna check a few other instruments. Some other study instrument came in the morning. I saw one that feels quite promising. So let's see. So the first one that I have here is a little bit on the dark color. So here the wood is a little bit on the reddish side, but it's in one piece. The making is quite nice. There is only a little spill of lacquering here. This side is a kind of okay. So let's see how it sounds. The pegs are a little bit not that nice, so this will most probably serve as just as a reference, because visually there is like a few things that I'm not too satisfied with. So we'll see how it sounds though. So actually the sound of this one is quite interesting, but it's a very bassy, I would say. A lot of low frequencies. The high frequencies are a little bit missing on this one, and when we play double string, it's kind of become a soup a little bit. We cannot really dissociate the two strings and everything, so it's a very warm sound. So maybe this can be interesting if you want to just accompany your voice and do empty strings. But if you want to start to have melodic things, it's not really gonna be that suitable, so I would not recommend that one that much. So let's check the second one. So on this one, this part is made, it's a better making. There is only a very minor scratch here. The overall is quite fine. The head and the pegs are also pretty okay. We only have one piece of wood here, which is great. So let's see the sound. this instrument is actually a little bit better than the previous one. It's a little bit more balanced. It's definitely more crisp, especially in the first octave, but it kind of tends to drop a little bit in the higher octave. But definitely this one is better than the previous one. So for now, this one is winning the competition, if I would say. Also, the making is a bit better. The color is more interesting. So now let's see the third one, which was the one that I kind of thought it might be promising, because the front is a little bit different, which is quite nice. So that's for the front of basically pretty much a similar color than the one before. So like that. So let's see how it is. This part is a little bit tilted, and there is one scratch here. So actually, is it maybe one I tested yesterday or not? Let's see how the sound is. So definitely out of the three that I have right now, the second one actually is quite good. Yeah, it's definitely warmer. That one is a little bit on the higher quality from the three. Let's see if there is maybe another one. Then it's probably just a second, sorry. Okay, let me try two more instruments. Sorry for the little break like that. This one also looked pretty interesting. The grip, the fingerboard is actually quite thick, which is good. The wood is also very interesting. So let's see how this one sounds. I hope it's gonna be cool because it's pretty nice. Oh, just played before. Wow. So yeah, this one, okay, it's the best of the four. Like I hope you can hear. The sound is it's very open. The frequencies are very well distributed. So even when I play the double strings, every note kind of get out. We can hear the melody quite nicely, and it sounds a little bit like the intermediate or pro instrument. Like the texture can feel like the vibration is also pretty nice. So actually, this one is even better than the one I saw yesterday. So it's really great. So one thing I see here, there were a little knot in the wood, and the inside of the knot actually got out. It's a very minor thing where it is here. It's a very minor thing. So it's the knot of the wood that kind of like got out. So it's empty, but that's very minor stuff. I can maybe do a little bit of sanding here to make it soft and smooth again. So yeah, the sound is definitely nice. So let's just check the fifth one just to see if it's even better. Let's try that out. So well, the making is very similar. We have a similar wood. It's also pretty cool. The fingerboard is also similar in thickness than this previous one. The pegs are quite nice, and we have also a very nice color. So maybe it's gonna be even better. Let's see. That would be so cool. So well, let me just put that. So. Okay. one is also pretty cool. But in my opinion, the other one, the previous one, is a little bit warmer. This one tends to be kind of a little bit too sharp, in my opinion. Let me just try again that one. That's the one. I think the last one is better. Let's check again. Because this one might be a little bit noisy, but this one is so strong. Oh yeah. That's the one. So basically the previous one is also quite nice, but there is this little thing, and it tends to be a little bit inside, while this one it's already quite open, very strong, and the making is also pretty cool. There is even a little bit of like nice fiber of the wood on the back, a little bit like a tiger stripe, which is nice, and also a little bit on the side, very minor, but still there is a little bit. So I think this one is definitely, the two were better actually than the one from yesterday. So you are actually earning in terms of sound, you are gaining in quality, I would say. And yeah, this one definitely like much stronger, sharper, maybe a little bit too strong, maybe, but that's gonna evolve and all that. So that previous one was a little bit too noisy and lacking a little bit in sound, I think. Let me just try again. Sorry for the time, the video gonna be a little bit long, but yeah, when this one is much warmer. It opens more. It's more like the frequency are more like drawn or something, even in double string. So I will lock this one for you. I will really hide it this time, and double say to the team, because I think like there were miscommunication or something. It was between other of my locked instruments, so they might have misunderstood something or whatever. So this time, this one I will lock for you, and well, definitely better than yesterday, so it's actually thanks destiny to have sold the previous one to make you get a better one this time. So see you in the chat very soon, and yeah, bye bye.